What's happening? This is Jeff with Word for Today, and today's word, as I've been praying, is pray again. And what's come to me today for someone, and again, you have to, with all prophetic words, you have to pray and see if this is something that God, even is giving you this feeling that it's true, or this understanding that it's for you. Because if it's not for you, then there's no sense going through the whole thing. But if this is for you, you are right now praying about something, and you're supposed to pray again. So now that could look like a lot of things to a lot of people. And by the way, before going any further, make sure to like this video if you like this content. Subscribe to the channel where we give more content like this, and also you can share this with your friends. I think most of us probably this video should be for, simply because I've lost things many times in my last many decades in life and in ministry, and even just not ministry, just lost a pen or lost my keys for a minute, right? Whenever we do that, isn't it interesting? We just freak out and we're like, oh no, like my life can't move on until I find that. That's actually what the word seek means, which is another video for another day. But when you seek for something, like there's nothing else. You can only seek one thing at a time. You can look at a lot of things, but you're at that point now where you've been looking around, you can't find it, and you're kind of freaking out. And I've been through that, more than once, let's be honest. And, but how many times have I just said, okay, God, help me find this, and then something comes to my mind, either somewhere to look or an exact spot. And sure enough, I look at that spot and that's where it is, or something like that. It's, several times I've had that kind of supernatural leading. And I believe the person watching will as well, but God's saying, pray again. Now, for those of you that are new to this whole thing of God helping you in your life and, doing things like answering prayer for when you lose your car keys, you're not used to asking Him. But even the smallest things we're supposed to ask. And God knows where it is, and He knows that you need it, and He also knows that you're going to kind of be freaking out until you find your car keys, because you can't go anywhere, right? So now we could pray together right now, but I'm just thinking that you need to pray, because God's going to only tell you where they are. I don't have a word today for someone where their car keys are, but I do have pray again. And actually that is even better, I think, because then we can kind of learn how to, hear God's voice. And when you get something and it's exactly where you heard, that is a mind blower the first time that happens. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, Jeff, you just all the time you walk around, you ask God to show you everything, and you don't do anything, you don't study, and you don't do your own. No. Actually, I hardly ever do ask God. I'm pretty not prayerful like I need to be. I mean, I'm growing in that area, and I've been at more times of better prayer warrior than other times. But the last few years, even the last 10 years, I'm just learning just to save time and just ask God right away. A lot of times I'll just get something pop into my head, like a certain place, a location in the car, or somewhere else. Or one time a friend, and then I found out they had my car keys. And again, it's not like I lose my car keys all the time. Just don't get me wrong here. It might have, for you, might be something else that's only happened a few times in my life. But we're all going to have this sooner or later. And God wants to help you. And so if you pray again, He'll give you the details, or leading, or a name, or at least you may not get anything, right? But then you quickly find it, and then you'll know that God is helping you. All right, so I hope that encourages you guys, and thank you so much for watching. That's the word for today. Until next time, this is Jeff. Have a great day.